Magic 89.9.
And he did. He walked away. Cutting through right there. Second
She
hour.
did.
Second hour with us. This is Friday Madness. Having so much fun. Oh, the things you can't hear.
We cannot say them on air.
No, you got Big D,
Jada.
the big breakfast with you. And for this hour, we've got Do You Remember with our special guest, Junior Jock
Plinky.
Recto. Wait, can you say hi so we know that your microphone is on?
Hi.
Oh, there it is.
there
Hi, everyone.
There you go.
Wow, I feel so good. I'm a junior jock.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Because
you
you're
are.
studying. You're still in school.
I'm still in school.
Yes, technically you're a junior jock.
Yes, I will accept that and take that as a compliment.
Yes,
Of
Thank
course.
you.
yes, yes.
It is definitely a compliment. And I was telling Big D a while ago, and I wish I also told Plinky that, we have a piece of national history in the booth right now.
Right.
The forefathers of our Constitution, the Constitution of this
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
It was written by your great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather.
Grandfather.
Oh my
I had to
God.
think about that.
Ang layo na natin, Grandpa.
Grandpa. It was
Yeah, my
grandpa.
grandfather.
But we're
Wow.
not gonna talk about politics today.
No.
We're gonna talk about things that we want to remember and maybe some forget.
Let's not.
Like this one.
Do you remember JJ Plinky? Let's go. I mean, I introduced myself. I go, hi, my name's Dennis. I used to watch you on TV back in the day. I mean, who did not? I mean, I just messaged my friends and everybody goes, oh my gosh, I had a big crush on her.
Everybody did.
Right.
Yeah,
So
Crush
let's
ng
go,
Bayan
let's
in the
go.
booth. Okay, what do you remember from the 80s and 90s and stuff like that? Games, food that we don't have right now.
First of all, that's why I'm here. It's 89.9.
There you go.
Do you remember when 89.9 was Friday Magic Madness? Yes.
I do. It's like yesterday.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So what do you remember about Magic 89.9 during that time?
Well,
Did you used to listen?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, that's
On
a solid
Fridays.
yes.
Yes. Everybody
Yes.
listens.
So
to
what do
Friday
you
Madness.
remember about that? The DJs? Did you remember the DJs?
Well, the best is the music and the timing. And the DJs were really good. Still good.
Ah, thank
Ay,
you.
bigla may
Still
ganun.
Thank you.
Bigla may
Thank you.
qualifier. Still good.
Still good. But, when you're young, I mean, your perception of things are, it's a different time. Yeah.
Yes,
I can't really compare today and before, but
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're young, everything is so fresh.
I know. Like, whew, everything's just, let's go.
It's like
Let's
a fresh
go.
haircut
Exactly.
from the barbero.
Right.
In the
Exactly. No,
canto.
it's true, right?
Yeah. My do you remember It's a Date with Plinky Recto? Tom Lokban. It was
Yes,
like
yes.
Crush
Oh my
ng
gosh.
Bayan on TV.
I mean, people will watch it not for the people. It's just for Plinky, actually. And that's the
Really?
truth. Yeah.
And since I'm a girl, it's
Yeah.
for Tom. I watch for Tom.
Do you remember Tom Lupton?
That's right.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
is he?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Somebody will
Somebody-
contact him and
yes.
tell him that, or he's biting his tongue right now because we're talking about him, or something like that. How about you, BD? What's your do you remember?
Fiesta Carnival. Do you guys remember Fiesta Carnival?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. I used to, when we, my mom and I would fly up to Manila from Davao every summer. That was the first place we'd go to, Fiesta Carnival.
What was your favorite ride?
Oh gosh. It was the shooting gallery. It was I think bump cars. There was a roller coaster, the merry-go-round. I mean, I was a kid. Everything was good.
The octopus ride,
I don't remember that.
which was the best because it was indoors, I think.
I think I was too scared for octopus back in the day.
Yes, they didn't have seatbelts then for those.
Who cared about safety back in the day?
No, nobody did. But we are gonna play all the requests that you. Not all. Wait lang.
Sandali.
I'm giving myself up. Wait lang. Some of the songs that you will ask for on playback.
That's right.
And all throughout the hour, we are gonna play this Do You Remember game with
Yes.
Miss Plinky, JJ
JJ Plinky.
JJ
JJ
Plinky
Plinky.
Recto.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so playback.tv/magic899. If we don't get to greet you in this hour, it's because we're just so enamored with Plinky's presence.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play this one, giving you some summer vibes from Hoop Homes. You got Jada.
Big D.
And JJ Plinky Recto.
Friday Madness on Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Oh, we're making your Fridays better with Friday Madness, a big breakfast
sure.
with And Big D.
And Jada.
And JJ Plinky
Yeah.
Recto. Can't we make mine shorter?
Just say JJ Plinky.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Just say,
Okay,
and
okay.
one more
I mean-
time. You got Jada.
Big D.
And JJ Plinky.
Because here's the thing, right? When you say in our country, when you say Plinky, there's nobody else. It's Plinky
There
Recto.
is. There's somebody else.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know her. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
we don't know her. I'm sorry.
That's another story. Back
Hey.
in the day.
Oh, you know what? When I met Plinky, I was thinking, bakit hindi Pinky but Plinky? There's a story behind her name, but let's say hi to our people.
Yes, saying hello to JR's listening from Maui. Hello, and hi to his friends Michelle and Jasmine listening from Waikiki. There you go. How you doing?
Hi.
Mahalo.
How's the weather?
You know,
Aloha.
it's nice there.
Yeah.
I've been there once.
been
and-
there?
Yeah, I hung out at the beach like at 10 in the morning. This was I think on a October. Yeah, I hung out at the beach from 10 in the morning to around 2. Hindi ako pinawisan.
Okay.
Pero mainit.
That's
Maaraw,
nice.
but hindi ako pinawisan.
And you got a tan.
Oh, well, I always have a tan. Saying hello to Kim and Ace and Brian and ako si Ana and Alex and along si Logic. Hala, ano ginagawa ni Crush Plinky Recto dyan?
Oh. Well, she's just hanging out with us. You know us, the big
Yeah,
breakfast.
yes, you know
We hang
how
out
it
with
is.
Plinky
Yeah,
Recto.
yeah.
It's a regular Friday.
You know how it is. That's how we do.
Okay, later on we're gonna talk about Plinky Recto and all the bio that you saw on our
Yes.
social media accounts. But for now, we are doing this. I have a Do You Remember,
Okay, go.
courtesy of our good friend Morose, Doc Morose,
Okay.
our OB.
Yes.
She messaged, do you remember the close-up smile commercial?
Wow.
The smile of Plinky Recto.
Wow.
Teenager Plinky. That commercial, man, close-up would come up with these amazing songs,
Yes.
right?
With the
But-
commercials. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the song, but I do remember Plinky.
What was the song?
Thank you.
Do you remember?
I cannot say.
Yeah. Right?
You remember the boy.
Yes.
But I
his
don't
name?
remember the
Everyone
feeling anymore.
remembers the boy.
What's his name?
I think his name was
Bigla, I think.
I think Manny Mendozona, something like that. Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
tuned
he
in-
was much older than me.
I see.
Yeah, I was much younger.
No,
of
barely a
course.
teenager.
Wow.
What do you remember?
Madami. Like, playing on the streets at night,
In the moonlight.
under the moonlight, yes. No, but during the day na lang, medyo madilim sa gabi. Joke.
Oh, kasi kulay yung ilaw noon.
All right, exactly. No, it's true.
No, it's true.
But I grew up in Davao, but I think we have the same games but different names. Like Patintero, we used to call it Tubig Tubiganay. We use water. To
Exactly.
like draw the
Same,
lines.
same.
Yeah. And then we call it Tumbalata. I think it's called Tumba Preso here.
Yes.
Tumba Preso.
Yes.
And then we play Tigso. It's Agawan base here. And
Yeah.
those were the days, man. I have knees and scars to.
How about Shato? Did you have
Yes.
Shato?
We call it Shatong. Yes.
Shatong in
Yeah,
Davao.
Shatong
Yes.
Davao.
Shatong.
Okay.
We used to play that
We
too.
had the same games.
But in different regions of the
Yes.
country.
Yes,
Wow.
But enjoyed it just as much.
You know what? I was thinking when you said you used water to use the lines for Patentero, that must have been like a big drum of water.
Well, somebody
you
would run to their
deliberately-
house, bring a gallon and then just write the lines.
Yeah,
run
and then
then
you have
yell.
tabo, and then you do the lines,
Yeah.
and then if somebody crosses the line, but the water like evaporated, that's not counted.
Tama.
Yes.
Yeah, tama.
That's where the discussion arises.
Yes.
There's
No.
like a discount.
Because you're supposed to cross the line.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if the water's evaporated, there is no line.
There's no line.
So you did not cross a line.
You're not taya.
No.
No,
No, you're not it, right? No, because I was asking under the moonlight because I remember this one isn't in the highway somewhere in Isabela. You know when it's a full moon,
Oh,
that's when we
wow.
use water because
Yeah.
it's not daylight, so the evaporation is not that fast
Right.
of the water. So
Ang
in
dilim
the
nun.
highway,
Nice.
God.
So when there's a bus, you can see it from maybe
Yeah.
dalawa, 100 yards.
Yeah, no,
A
farther.
football away. A football field is 100 yards apparently. So yeah, you can see it from afar. So you can prepare when you're gonna go to the sidewalk and let the bus pass.
Yes, tama. Wow.
Do you remember? remember. I can be the stinger for this one.
You just, yeah.
I just
you can
did.
be. You can be. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Catch us on playback.tv/magic899 if you want to check out our new JJ Plinky.
Just for the hour.
Just for the hour. In the next hour,
She
is
reverts to
gonna be-
her expert self.
Yes, that's right. More serious stuff.
Yes.
But no politics, okay? no political questions. And of course, your requests.
Yes.
We are playing that. In the meantime, let's have the colors of the rainbow.
Oh.
Courtesy of Martika. Yeah, let's sway from side to side, Plinky. Come on. Let's do that. Yeah.
go.
Collared Kisses, Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Why'd you stop singing?
I don't want to. I wanted to, but I love my job, Plinky. Ooh, but I did it anyway. Mr. Big opening our third and final hour together. This is Friday Madness, still the Big Breakfast with Big D.
JADA.
And our very special guest for the third hour of...
Let's get physical, physical. Friday Fitness Madness. Let me hear your body talk. Your body talk. Let me hear your body talk.
April 4, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes, it
is the
is.
day today,
Yes, it is.
2025. We have spine specialist in the method of Pilates.
Wow, we got serious.
TCM practitioner, that's traditional Chinese medicine. I know. And medical astrologer consultant, and also host and TV personality. And can I say, actress.
Yes. Yes.
Actress Plinky Recto in the house.
First of all, thank you very much for agreeing to show up today.
So JJ Plinky is
Yes.
gone.
Yeah, JJ
No,
Plinky's
you're a
gone.
professional now.
Okay.
You are expert.
We're just clarifying.
Okay. So you have to switch on that Plinky Recto mode and off that
Okay.
JJ mode, because we are going to talk about, since it's Fitness Friday Madness, you know, we talk about what keeps people fit and what are the things that they do to keep young looking like you.
Right?
Diba?
Thank you.
Right? Exactly.
When we blasted that announcement that we are going to have Plinky Recto right now, a lot of people messaged Big D,
Yes.
messaged me.
Very
and they were
excited.
like, Crush ko yan. Crush
In
ko
fact,
yan."
my friends on Messenger, they're all still, going nuts that, I'm a few feet beside Plinky Recto.
Going insane. So he just had, because just to prove to you that she's here inside the booth, a piece of national history, Big D had to take a selfie.
Yes. No, but I sent it to my friends.
Yes, to your
Yes,
friends.
yes, yes.
Okay, so first of all, we would like to know how you got into Pilates, because that's how I met Plinky
Yes.
12 years ago, or 13 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
How old's Mikal? Plus
Mikal's plus one. Yes, 12, turning 13. So that's how I got into Pilates. Okay, short story.
Yeah, go.
When in 2011, I went to Plinky and she asked me why I wanted to take up Pilates, and I said, I want to get pregnant this year or next year, and
Next year.
I want to be strong.
Yes.
And we set that goal, and we, of course,
Yeah.
she delivered. So why Pilates of all the things?
Wow, that's a good question. I visited my aunt, and I was
What year
typical
was this?
vacation. Wow, I started practicing Pilates 2002, 2003,
Early 2000s.
or maybe 2000. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I stayed in the States for a while, and my aunt was doing Pilates. And I said, what is this, And obviously during that time, there's not much social media or anything like that. So, wow. So she said, I'm going to treat you to a class. So a class at the time was a one-on-one. And the place was called the Angels City Gym in LA. And this teacher I was just floored and in awe with the way she taught me this new thing. And then she referred me to the couple of schools that were offered. And then I said, okay, I'm going to plan for this next year. And then, so I first ended up in New York taking my class because I was still dancing at the time. So I'm also a jazz dancer, professional dancer. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Bro.
Dance that yeah, and then I wanted to meet my mentor, the original Luigi Technique professional. He's the father of jazz dance in America.
Okay.
So I went there. So I would do Pilates by day, and then I would rush. I wasn't that serious because I just wanted to do Pilates for myself. Went back to Manila, found out it was very difficult to enroll at the time. There was another lady starting it, Cecile Sicanco. And she was fully booked. And I said, oh my God, I can't even enroll. So I decided, I'm going back to the States. I'm just going to make this a career.
Yes.
Because I loved it so much. Yeah.
That's how it started.
That's how it started.
Wow.
Then from New York, I went to this beautiful place, Santa Fe, New Mexico. And that's where it all began. So the institute, it was called Physical Mind Institute. And there we're very much into the clinical side of things.
Oh, that's what
Sorry.
that's what my
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm going on a tangent here. Do you remember the tumbleweeds in New Mexico? You know those things? Yeah, because
Yes.
I've been to Albuquerque, right?
Yes.
And like they only have one interstate, and just like tumbleweeds, like I'm in a movie.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's a Western movie.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
You cannot help it.
Yeah.
And then the houses are few and far.
Yes.
You know, it's
Yes.
just. But wow, when you step into Santa Fe, it doesn't feel like you're in America. You don't see the typical Denny's or it's just it's a whole new experience. You live in a desert. Take note, Jada.
Jada. You
Yeah,
had
to
to
pause.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Okay.
later we'll explain to you why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take note. Pause, Jada.
Yes.
Wow, that place was just enchanting. And then when you go to work, you put on your makeup, it's still there at the end of the day. How is that possible?
Super dry, and it gets cold at night, right?
It's
and after
very
a workout
cold.
at that, right?
After a workout, it's still there. So it's like
Amazing.
amazing.
So
Oh, I have a story,
Okay.
but I cannot say that on air.
well,
okay.
as soon as we play Mariah later.
Albuquerque
Okay.
experience.
Okay,
Yes,
but my next question is, why did you get into the medical
Field.
of Pilates? Because there's like, the workout and, getting into,
Yes. Because Joseph Pilates, the founder, is originally more of a medical background. So when he started Pilates, officially, the reason why was it was the war. He was imprisoned because he happened to be German in a country
That is not
UK.
allied with Germany, of
Right,
course.
exactly. Thank you.
To say the least.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And so he developed the system while he was imprisoned. And then when they were, the war was over, he worked in a hospital situation where people who got shot or amputated, there was no rehabilitation systems before.
So he started
Joseph began that. So if you look at the equipment of Joseph Pilates,
It's like a torture chamber. I'm kidding.
It
but
looks like a
does look that.
like a hospital bed,
Yes.
and then he disconnected the springs from the bottom and attached them so that he could connect them on the legs or whatever. That's how he.
Wow.
Yeah. So originally it wasn't called Pilates. It was called the art of contrology.
Yes.
Yes.
It was Pilates after he died. It was named after him?
Well, Americans, they love to put brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, like toothpaste is,
Yeah,
yeah. So
absolutely.
the difficulty with Joseph Pilates was he didn't trademark his work. So this had to go through a transition. Finally, the day I graduated, the federal courts declared that we could practice Pilates. Can you imagine? All that time, we couldn't. I mean, we couldn't promote it. We couldn't because people were saying that they own Pilates after Joseph passed
Wow.
away.
And this was like a vague area in terms of rehabilitation and workout and yeah.
Yeah. Well, before it was pretty vague, but when Pilates came in, he basically established a system, creating what we have also in rehabilitation. So, for example, if you go to a Western PT background, you will see that a lot of the exercises are Pilates based.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Wow.
So there
Yeah.
you go.
We got serious.
All of a sudden.
No more of the.
No, we're gonna get back to the fun. It's all about the music, but later on, you want to find out like the benefits.
Of course, definitely.
But it's all accidental, right?
What's accidental?
the benefits of Pilates?
No.
No, it's like, but it doesn't say at the very beginning that it makes
That you're
you
gonna
feel-
lose weight?
Yes, that's right. That's what I meant.
Yeah, the side effect is you are slimmer, leaner.
Coincidental.
That's a side effect. But the biggest gift of Pilates is it creates a new body. It transforms your body.
It makes you strong and limber.
Yes.
Absolutely, you're absolutely
So
correct.
there's cardiovascular, there's bone bearing, you create, you can't just be flexible.
Right.
You got to add more exercises into your regime.
Wow.
So you can't just have flexibility exercises. I was just going to say one kind of exercise.
But no, flexibility.
No,
It has to be generic, yeah.
flexibility. No, so it's a complete system. There's cardiovascular. You got to work the heart. There's you got to work on the bones because as you get older,
Yeah,
that's not going to
for
stay
sure.
the way it was,
For sure.
right? And as you get older, we all know that we're not as flexible as we used to be. So
True.
Oh yeah.
those top 3 things.
As soon as you turn 20, those bones are gone. 20 something, right?
20? Wow.
At a certain age, in your early 20s, your bones, they don't absorb your calcium. You were the one who taught me this.
Yes. Yes. The body starts to age at a very young age. Nowadays, there's more literature about it. But before, during my time, I thought it was like 30s. But no, it starts much earlier.
Oh dang. I think I'm
25,
110.
28. Yeah.
The equivalent of
110 years old me.
110-year-old. Okay, we're going to talk about more of what Plinky Recto does.
Magic 89.9.
You are listening to Friday Madness, Magic 89.9. This is the Big Breakfast with Big D.
Jada.
And Plinky.
There you go.
Plinky Recto.
Okay. Sorry.
I have beef, by the way, with these guys. Right? This is Milli
Milli
Vanilli.
Vanilli.
Back in the day, these guys were like bombed for singing over. I mean, what do you call that? Mimicking the thing, right?
Yes.
Nowadays, it's all the rage. I mean, people do it all the time, and nobody's getting canceled.
They were the pioneers of that.
Yes.
And we crucified them for it.
Yeah.
And now
Nowadays,
there's
it's
all
applauded.
kinds-
I don't understand it.
I know, it's all kinds of stuff, right? Okay, so we are talking to Plinky Recto,
Yes, we are.
Pilates, TCM, medical astrology, but we want to know the accidental benefits.
Coincidental.
No, but
Yeah.
first, the actual benefits of Pilates. Why do people get into Pilates?
The accidental ones.
Okay, the accidental
They
ones.
want to look slim. They want to look long and lean. The accidental ones.
No.
Right.
So, but now the real ones, the most important ones, you create a new body. Your back is so much stronger. No aches and pains. You sleep better. Wow, I can go on forever.
Just go.
Yeah, and of course, bone density, creating strong bones.
Right.
Yeah. Flexibility, cardiovascular. It's just
The list goes on
Yes,
and on. So
yes.
that answers the question, or really just the text of Tina Ryan. Her
Something.
spondylolisthesis.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't
So
that-
Pilates is one of the answers.
Yes, but in her case, that means that the bones is misaligned. So if it's her spine, it probably is the vertebra. So we don't have any more details about her. So Tina is basically how old and things like that.
27. She loves me.
I'd say 17, but okay.
27.
So the best scenario is to come to me so I
yes.
can do a proper assessment and to see how far we can go.
Yeah.
Okay, later on we'll tell the people where to go if they want to find you, how to find you, okay?
But I have a question. Other like, like, it's like, ano ba? In karate, it's just like you have katas. So in Pilates, you have like, certain movements that are, in part of your Ano ba talaga? A session or you just make up stuff? How does that go? I mean, I don't know.
love it.
I don't know. I don't know.
So Joseph created the whole system starting with breath work. The most important is breath work, actually. Breath, you can actually heal yourself just by breathing.
Wow.
And then there is a rhythm to the body. So the good thing about Pilates, it understands the nature of the human being. There is a cycle in the body that you need to follow. If you don't breathe, you die.
Well, yes.
But to breathe properly is an entirely different
Yes.
Oh, wow.
situation.
So I have clients where, in the start of my career, I used to think of it as, some clients would come to me and then you start teaching them how to breathe and then they'll stop and they'll say, Teka, am I inhaling or exhaling? So in my head, it's like, is that a trick question? You know,
It's a real question.
It is a real question because a lot of times we are not conscious, even
Yeah.
about our breath, our movements. The reason why Pilates is so good is because it is a mind-body experience. You are connected to your body. You know what is happening to your body. Most of the exercises that were popular before Pilates in the Philippines, you're in a treadmill, you're running.
Jane Fonda, right?
And you're watching TV. You know, your mind is somewhere else. That's okay if you want that type of exercise. But
Yes.
Pilates, you really got to zone in
Focus.
and feel your body and understand your body.
And you know, it's so much easier if you're coming from a dance history like Plinky, you know. But if you're not coordinated like me, I went to her. It took a few sessions for me to be actually for anybody who doesn't have dance history in their bones.
You weren't that bad.
Ah, thank you so
Honestly.
much. She loves
Honestly, yeah.
She does.
me. Okay, so just
I
to-
speak the truth.
There you go.
It's just like the sitar. All right. Now, you know, when you go into Pilates with Plinky, it's not just Pilates that you're gonna get. Also, sometimes chismis de joke lang. No. Traditional Chinese medicine,
Medicine.
and that is what we're gonna get into right now. So, Plinky, the question is why? Why did you why traditional Chinese medicine, not just the medicine part of medicine?
Right. So after Pilates, maybe give it around 8-9 years, I realized that it's a great system. To me, it's a perfect system. But a lot of people need something else. So I decided to approach Ateneo. Currently, they're known as the Chinese Studies Department or the Ateneo Chinese Studies Department. And I enrolled on a course called TCM, Traditional Chinese Medicine. This is a 2,000-year-old system.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's
Older
very
than
old.
the world itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
along with those guys. Yeah.
Yes.
And wow, it you could actually bring it together with the study of Pilates. So Pilates honors the rhythms of the body, right? TCM also honors the landscape of what the human being goes through. So people have cycles. So for instance, I am turning 58 this year.
Doesn't
I
look like you're turning
in
58.
Thank you. In Chinese medicine, we honor the seasons or the cycles of the seasons. So my season
What's your season?
is autumn.
Autumn.
Yes, I'm preparing for my winter season.
Oh, okay. So there's winter, there's autumn,
Yes.
there's spring, and there's
Yes.
summer.
Yes.
You're not the only one in this room.
So it's kind of cold right now.
Yes.
It's pretty
Yes.
cool. 19 degrees.
Earth
kind of.
tones.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
So
Okay.
that's so with China. So I said, oh my God, it was a perfect combination for my Pilates craft. And then studying a program that was made for doctors was the difficulty in the beginning. At that time, I said, "Oh my God, I'm going through my menopause, and I have to think more."
True.
So it was an interesting experience, but because Dr. Francisco Navarro, who was my mentor,
Dakit.
yes, I guess it's a matter of paradigm shift because even the doctors were having a hard time with this new paradigm because it's not the same as the Western approach.
Even if it's already 2,000 years old.
Exactly. So TCM is all about a holistic approach. Western is more a specialized approach. So if you need to see your doctor for female stuff, OB-GYN, right? In TCM, we look at the whole person as it is. We can take care of the whole person as it is.
I was going to ask if you had specializations in TCM.
Yes, so but the specializations are, you can be an acupuncturist. You can go back to school and study herbology. So I'm an acupuncturist. I am certified under the DOF. So beyond that, I travel to Taiwan. I study. I go beyond what is offered here as well, no? And then aside from that, I do medical missions. So when I see more patients who have more difficult cases, I learn from them and they learn from me as well. We teach them diet and nutrition. We teach them movement. So you hear things about Tai Chi, Qigong. That's part of TCM. Yeah, so it's making more sense. So it's a very, it's a system that incorporates how you should eat at the time in your life, because food matters.
That's right.
And an example, people ask, so what should I eat? So I said, maybe you should add some fruits to your diet. Oh, can I have Korean peaches? Yes, you can, but they're not considered medicinal for you. They're considered more medicinal for the Koreans in Korea.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I learned that from her, that you should eat the fruit that is grown in the land you were born in, or live in, actually. At the
Because
moment.
that is, especially the fruits that are in season, the local, because they are medicine. Food that is medicine.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
Not
any
much I know.
questions so far?
I'm lost. I mean, I'm listening. I'm like, oh man.
Yes.
Who is this person? A while ago, she was just.
Swaying from side to side, right?
I'm thinking about my diet, the way I live. Like, I'm 110 years old.
You know how.
We'll get to you later.
Oh gosh.
And just to let you know how complicated their diet is. I mean, you just don't go to a Chinese restaurant. You figure it's just mind-boggling how they've specialized that part of living.
Wow.
Like food, for instance, there's a big difference when you fry your food and when you
Steam.
grill it and when you steam it. That's what you call thermal dynamics.
What?
Yeah. So you change the temperature of the food.
I mean, I'm just all about salted fish fried rice. I'm screwed.
You're all about corned beef.
Yeah, that too.
Talking about flavor, you should have all the flavors. You should have sour. That's why Korean dishes, there's so many choices.
Side dishes,
Yes, because you're supposed to incorporate all the flavors in one meal.
Okay. And
That's true. I saw one time one of those. I'm not sure if it was Netflix. They had like 1 to 2 ulams, but the side dishes like 25 of them.
yes.
Yes.
That's how
Oh
the
my
Koreans
God.
do
Yeah.
it, right?
I mean,
Yes.
wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, medicinal, so much flavor. Like, wow.
Oh, okay. So later on, when we come back, we are gonna play music and stuff like that and stuff like
We
that.
are and stuff like that.
Good segue.
And we're gonna greet people. Don't worry. People have been messaging. We
Yes,
know
yes.
your phone's pinging, my phone's pinging, your tablet's pinging. But we're gonna get to that later. In the meantime, we're playing a request, my personal one. Let's have a Lenny Kravitz as we mull over medical astrology with Plinky. When we come back, it ain't over till it's over. You're listening to Friday Madness, the Big Breakfast on Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
You were listening to Magic 89.9. It's Friday Friday Madness. 4th of April, first Friday.
Jane
of the
Wheatland, Blue Kids going up to 1, listening all the way from Hong Kong.
He's the guy.
Yes.
One is the guy who's listening to us from Hong Kong. We are doing Fitness Friday Madness with Miss Plinky Recto.
That's right. The
Plinky Recto. And we've talked about Pilates, traditional Chinese medicine. Tina Ryan already messaged. I'm going to read Tina Ryan's message later.
Okay.
She responded to the thing. Now we're going to talk about medical astrology.
Okay, let's go.
Ooh.
Okay, so she is an astrology consultant, but
Specializing on the medical side.
Medical side. Why did you choose the? You know what? I see a pattern. Did you want to be a doctor, like in this
Yes,
life?
yes.
But what happened?
My family are politicians.
Not doctors.
No, doctor.
No. It wasn't a thing when I was young. So my dad, I took law school one sem pa, di ba? To only prove to my dad, I really don't like.
Pinagbigyan mo naman.
Yes. I love my father,
yes.
you know. And to me, it's fine.
Yeah.
I love studying.
Yes.
So it's not a problem.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm still studying up to now.
Okay, why medicine astrology? Or medical astrology?
Medical astrology. I dabble with astrology, but not professionally. And then COVID happened. That's when I specialized with medical. But before that, I started with ancient astrology first. Yes.
Can we elaborate on what ancient astrology
Ancient
is?
astrology, starting from, you remember si Kuya Abraham, the father of all
Father
nations?
Abraham
Yeah.
had 7 children.
Yes,
7
in the
children.
Bible.
Yes.
It's that type, that astrology from that time. Yeah.
From the land of Ur.
Yes.
From it's Hebrew astrology
Hebrew
actually.
astrology.
Okay.
So I realized from I didn't want to start from modern because I wouldn't understand the concept of how it became modern. So I went all the way back first to start from scratch. So ancient, and then I realized from then on, oh my God, may medical pala sila during that time. So trivia. Did you know, Ida?
You didn't pause. You called me by my name. That is
Sorry.
why.
That's
okay.
fine. I like it. It's
There we
fine.
go, one down.
It's fine. It's
One
fine.
down.
It's fine.
So did you know that all Western doctors before the 1600 could not practice medicine without having medical astrology as part of their curriculum?
Oh,
Did
interesting.
not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to know the stars.
You need to know the stars.
Of the person when he was born, something like that.
Deeper than that,
Okay.
actually, you need to know this, because nowadays they think that astrology is such a hoo-hoo,
Yeah.
not part of the science, but actually it was connected to astronomy, it was connected to physics, it was connected to the health.
Medicine.
Yes.
No.
So if you go back during the Egyptian times, heck, the first birth control, you know, when you want to know if your wife is
Pregnant or
right?
not.
You pee on,
Right.
Or the
supposed
stick,
to
yes,
say?
of
Yeah,
course.
the stick,
Yeah.
okay. They used to have their own birth control system.
The Egyptians.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was part of medical astrology.
Oh.
Yes, that was part of the system. So moving forward, I realized when patients are referred to me or clients come to me and they've been to so many doctors, it was a very interesting tool to bring in to my practice,
To your practice.
to find out what was wrong with them.
The stars tell you.
Yes, their charts tell me. So we
Yeah.
call that the natal chart, meaning the day you were born, the time you were born, the place where you were born tells a story. It's like the DNA of your life, what
Wow.
you're meant to be in this life.
And how you are physically, health-wise,
Yes.
it explains.
Yes. So you
okay.
have a life purpose, right? So in that life purpose, health is affected. So for instance,
Okay, let's do Big D.
Yeah,
Big
go
D.
ahead.
Big D's birthday is
January.
Yeah, let's
When-
not.
When's your birthday?
Let's not give it on air. But you
Okay,
guys-
just
no.
At the
January.
start of the year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Of
yes.
every
We
year.
said it, January.
Yes, yes, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So technically he's a Capricorn.
Yes.
Right? So that's what we call, he was born with the sun sign Capricorn. If you want to look at it deeply, the sun sign reflects his outer shell, what people see. But it may not necessarily be who you are inside.
Yep.
Yeah, but 60% of that is what we call your correction or your tikkun. Tikkun is a Hebrew word. And it means that you came to this life to correct certain things, to learn certain things in this life. And so you need a correction, and then we look at it in your chart and it falls under Capricorn. Capricorn's ruler is Saturn. So we're going to health now. Most probably, Big D's situation will be concerns on bones or things that hold him up, like his knees.
Yes.
So I would say he has knee problems.
Yes, my left knee. But this has been for a while. No, but this has been for a while. I used to play football and I
Yes.
get hurt.
I told her, no, she doesn't have problems
do.
with
I do.
this.
I do.
And now it's coming out.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
My left
Okay.
knee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so there's a lot of that. And then looking meeting him today, I see a presence of a lot of Venusian energies in him. So I was telling him, I was telling Jada, had to pause again.
Yes.
I was telling Jada, I said, oh my God, this man is so evolved in a different way. Most Capricorns are manifestors, they're builders, they create things. That's why a lot of businessmen,
Oh.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So true.
Yes. And
Yes.
they're good in numbers and okay.
I'm a radio DJ.
That says everything about the numbers part. Yeah.
But he has a lot of Venusian in him. So he looks at the world differently. He's very much evolved. He's very much, I would say, self-sacrificing. And that's deep.
And that's where we separate, Plinky and I, on our way here. It's like, no. From what I know, self-sacrifice. No, I know nothing of
Oh,
that.
gosh,
Not big.
okay.
And we get here and
True enough. He
True
is.
enough.
Yeah, we can't say that on air.
We can't say
No.
Yeah, we can.
So the
Yeah.
things you gotta watch out, because 60% of that will fall under bones, skin, even
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
for
get
sure.
eczema. As you get older, bones are strong. But you notice when you were a child, were you sickly?
Yes.
And then you got stronger and stronger,
Yes.
right?
Yes, yes.
That's the trait of a Capricorn.
okay. So there you go. Medical astrology for you for Big D. You have any questions about you? Because she already looked at your charts.
No. I mean,
No charts yet.
no. She's like,
I mean, just the general
she
view
just
of it.
read me like a book, and
Without the chart yet.
right?
Just the basic information.
Yeah, just
Right.
the month and the day.
Size
the year.
50 Cofont.
Wait till he gives me the time and the location, then we become deeper. So after you find out life purpose, some people ask, well, but what's my soul purpose?
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah. And all of that, health is affected.
that's so true.
Yeah.
It's all connected, all of that. And you make tahe with your TCM and your Pilates.
And Pilates is the movement side
Which
of
is
my
so
practice.
weird. She started with Pilates, the physical of things. But now she's going to start you with medical astrology. And then she's going to take you to the
Tahiti.
TCM.
Oh,
and
some-
eventually Pilates.
Some clients are like that. They say, oh, I just want a reading. But only tell me the good ones. Don't give me bad news. I'm
Yes.
like, okay.
Yeah, there are people like
It's
that.
not gonna work like that. You have to know the bad.
No, but there are people
They're
like
Oh, yeah,
that.
that's true. That's
You just want to
and
hear
it's
the good
okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
all right, right?
No, it's not. I'm kidding. Relax.
So when you hear the bad, you know what to do. So that's when you get into the TCM of things, and then
Right.
you have to move. That's why you have to do Pilates.
Exactly.
Okay, so a lot of people are already asking how to get in touch with you. We are gonna get to that, but for now, let's
Magic 89.9.
okay, let's fix that broken heart for you. She didn't know the microphone was on.
Yeah, but it is too fast. Way too fast.
Way too fast. We're already promoting and saying hi to some people.
Yeah, that's right. I'd like to say hello to my tribe. Be Unrestricted if you want to check them out at Instagram. That's Philby, Trish, Barbie too. Special mention
Special
because she's
mention.
watching. Yeah, and also to the Ateneo Chinese Studies, particularly Dr. Kit Navarro.
Hi, Doc Kit. Thank you so much for keeping us in the background. We
Oh,
really appreciate
he's
that.
listening. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah, do we have anybody else to greet on playback?
Ivy says, thank you for guesting Plinky today. I love the topic. Very mind-boggling how she explains. Lotus Rain saying hello. Shelly, topic is so interesting. I love it. Rob, manifestor pala ako, pero yung good sa numbers.
Oh,
Good for you.
wow. Good for you, man.
Yeah, nice.
Saying hello to TB Yao, also to, that's the mom of Icon, JJ Icon.
Oh.
Saying good morning. And to Miss Eloisa is also tuned
Good
in.
morning.
Tina Ryan, I will answer your
Fards.
question. Yeah, Fards. She's tuned in and she has a lot of questions. So we'll do this off air. Not just one or two questions lang naman. But, it's a lot for already.
Yeah.
So where can they find you? How can they reach you? I know it's written all
Right.
on the...
So they can get in touch with Instagram under Be Unrestricted.
Okay.
They can get in touch with me also with the Ateneo Studies Program. If they're interested in taking Chinese medicine, they can also contact us there. For my website, it's roxanneGrecto.com. Simple
Yes.
as that.
There you go. And you know what? I think it's bitten, so we're gonna have her again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should come back at some point.
At some point, you will have to come back. Okay.
Oo.
And we have master hats.
Yes. coming up very soon.
Very, very soon. Also, your requests up ahead. It's still Friday Madness. Later on, it's going to be Tina Ryan with Taking Care of Things.
Yes.
From 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jada, thanks.
JJ Plinky.
JJ
Oh, I'm back to JJ.
Yes.
Yes, we're back to JJ Blinky now. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
There you go. That's the
There it
vibe.
is.
That's how they
yes,
sound.
yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Blinky, for
Thank you,
giving us this chance to have you in the
Yeah.
booth. Originally, this was
Diba?
supposed to be just a
Oo nga
Zoom
eh. So nice to have you
interview,
here.
Right.
but now it's nice, so nice to have you here.
Thank you
So,
for picking me up.
I am, and I'm taking you home too at 5 o'clock in the morning, guys. All right, thank you so much. This is the Big Breakfast with Jada.
Big D.
Oh, and JJ Plinky.
Yeah.
Magic 89.9.